Hey y'all, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Breaking news. I gotta talk about this. This is very important about the truck drivers are on strike starting today because allegedly these people really are not paying the port truck drivers, of how of their worth. So it is affecting the supply chain like toilet tissue, food, paper towels, you name it. And shout out to Lovely T and shout out to Newbury for talking about this breaking news. While people on this Diddy Hobo tour, everybody's sitting there want to talk about Diddy. We need to talk about what's going on in the real world. This is why I don't talk about celebrity gossip. The reason why I don't talk because it is a distraction. I knew something was up, but y'all need to stock up on food, stock up on canned goods as much as possible. I don't know how this strike is going to last. So yeah, let's start from the beginning. Welcome, come on in. Need to talk about this. Hey Carla, hey sis, hey, how are you? I need to talk about the strike. The port drivers are going on strike today. This is why they distract us with this whole Diddy situation, so that way we don't be prepared. So I have shout out to Lovely T and shout out to Newbie for talking about this. Why everybody sitting there talking about this whole Diddy situation. We gotta talk about what's going on in the real world. So I want to share my screen. Let me see about this strike. copy room.
We leave goods stranded. Back in June, talks stalled between the union representing their employers, the United States Maritime Alliance. And that means more than 45,000 workers at 36 different ports across the East and Gulf coasts might walk off the job next Tuesday. More than 60% of shipping traffic goes through these ports. So the expected economic impact from a strike could be significant. Consider what a week-long East and Gulf Coast strike could do. It could reduce the national gross domestic product by $4.5 to $7.5 billion. However, analysts stress that the lost GDP would mostly be recovered once ports clear shipping backlogs. Still, that could take until next year to do so. The economic impact will also be large because each port is crucial to the national economy. Take a look at this. Down in Norfolk, Virginia, if that port closes, the expected economic impact would be as much as $600 million per day. That's according to analysis by the nonprofit MyTrade. Houston's port faces costs of $91.5 million per day in imports and exports. Since these goods could remain stuck at sea during a potential strike, some manufacturers are sending their goods to the West Coast. Already, August was the busiest month for the Port of Los Angeles since the pandemic, and it was the busiest month in the 113-year history of its neighboring port down in Long Beach.
Workers are on strike at major ports from Texas to New England. Protections from automation.
So today, leaders of the International Longshoremen's Association are on the ground in Houston as the union negotiates with the U.S. Maritime Alliance.
This strike, tens of thousands of workers at 14 different ports, including right here on the Gulf Coast.
Our Troy Kless live at the Port of Houston right now. Troy, what's the latest on negotiations?
Well, Len and Mia, I spoke with a union leader who believes that they may be close to a deal. Now, today, outside of the Bayport Container Terminal, we've seen this crowd and many more people here protesting outside of the terminal that is closed now. Now, the union I spoke with believes that there is one key sticking point in a new contract that impacts their workers, and as a result, could impact you at home.
Houston since 1977.
It's getting serious.
It's a long time.
Bill Williams is Secretary Treasurer for the ILA District from Texas to North Carolina, standing alongside 2,000 workers that do everything at the port, where he estimates 5,000 to 10,000 containers are moved every day.
When you start getting trucks that drive themselves and cranes that drive themselves, I mean, you know, we got 85,000 guys could be out of a job. So that's tough. That's our biggest fight.
The workers powering the Houston economy that moves inputs on manufacturing and retail goods.
The reality is none of what we as consumers in the Houston economy depend on can.
I hope y'all guys watching this. This is very important out here. I don't know, because I'm not all y'all can do is just stay prayed up. It's getting real in the field. It's crazy. It's crazy out here. So what y'all what y'all can do, y'all can stock up on water, stock up on food. Why everybody getting distracted with this whole Diddy situation? This celebrity gossip. Hello? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Every time I talk about something deep, they want my life. All the time. So let's continue. Once again, hit the like button, share this video, tell your friends, tell your family members.
You come to us without these workers doing that work.
The Texas Gulf Coast AFL-CIO, a union representing some of the members here who moved Houston Mayor John Whitmire in if necessary.
It has an impact on every facet of society. Certainly when you have a major port such as Houston. So yeah, we share concerns about the Houston economy.
The U.S. Maritime Alliance saying this afternoon its current offer is a nearly 50% wage increase and looks forward to hearing from the union. Williams wants what is best for these employees.
In this industry, it's really tough to automate. It costs billions of dollars, but you also eliminate people. And that's our biggest fight. We can't eliminate people and jobs.
And experts that we have been speaking with say that it may
This strike stuff is real. It's real in the field. So stock up as much as you can. Make this important message go viral. Where everybody wants to sit there and talk about this whole Diddy and the Cardi B situation. Make this thing go viral. Make important messages like this go viral. Fair use. This is copyright material. This is for teacher education recreational purpose.
For browsers, operating systems, and traditional antiviruses simply don't have a solution.
And right now, 6 port workers on the Eastern Gulf Coast are on strike, including those at Port Miami and Port Everglades. Roughly 40 workers.
And hundreds more have shown up all throughout the day at the center of the protests, better pay and job protections. CBS workers who says he joined the strike for his livelihood.
Of hundreds of union workers who have been out here on the picket lines today, both at Port Everglades as well as Port Miami. The union said here in Fort Lauderdale that today there were about 600 union workers or so that walked the picket line.
Life is not easy. This is not the 1970s where lifestyle was a little easier.
Christopher Rozier steers a big crane for a living. When he's not on the picket line with his fellow longshoremen, he's at home with his family.
My father passed away about 1.5 years ago, and it put us in a position where at times we have to jump in and help my mom.
With what Christopher earns, he helps his family, including his wife's special needs grandson. He said inflation is taking a toll.
Cost of living is up, taxes are up.
He's not lying.
Vehicle prices are up, food, anything from regular groceries to eating out. Everything is up. Everything's gotten expensive.
When you look at the current rate of inflation, it's just not enough. It's just not enough to keep up.
Local union president Johnny Dixon says right now, longshoremen make between $41,000 and $81,000 a year. Workers are demanding a 77% raise and job protections.
What our members are looking for, they're looking for a wage increase that counters inflation. We're looking for stronger language in the contract to protect jobs against automation, and also more contributions towards retirement.
With concerns that a strike could lead to higher prices for goods and supply chain issues, Dixon said his members are facing the same financial pressure.
Did y'all hear that? So I just hope that the strike don't last that long, because you gotta think about things. Thanksgiving is coming up. Thanksgiving is coming up. I pray that this strike don't last that long. Why everybody won't sit there and want to talk about stuff? How come hardly don't talk about stuff like this? Make this important message go viral. I don't know what the strike is. I hope it don't last as long as far as like next year. Just stay prayed up. That means gas is going to go up. Gas is extremely going to go up. Food is getting expensive. Everything is going up. We not rich like that in America. Meanwhile in America, they send in billions of dollars to Ukraine, and they can't take care of home because stuff like this happens. This supply chain, the whole supply, this is dangerous. That means it's gonna be like a couple of fights gonna be breaking out. I'm telling you, Carla, this stuff is getting real in the field. That's what I'm saying. I'm just giving y'all the heads up, because my cousin, he works at the longshoreman. They not going to work either because they not getting paid enough. So I want to show y'all more videos about. Yeah, it is, Carla. Let me show. Yes, it is. Our government is jacked up. It is. Very, 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 very. So yeah, I do. I want to show y'all more videos about this series. Fair use. This is copyright material. This is for teacher education, recreational purposes. This is taking place in South Florida.
I checked 2 bags on Southwest for free. You can pack so much.
Tonight, we're working to understand the impact of a worker strike at some of the country strike at midnight. The nearly 50,000 members are demanding better wages and benefits. On the one side, work the other. The United States Maritime Alliance says it has offered higher wages and points the finger that reaching impact.
If we have to be out here a month or 2 months, this world will collapse. Don't blame them. Don't blame me. Blame them.
President Joe Biden has called on both sides to return to the table, especially as the strike threatens to slow down recovery efforts from Hurricane Helene. The strike also impacting ports right here in South Florida, like Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale. That's where WPTV's Joe Lopez is looking into the matter and how they've been out here since before the sun came up, and
They're prepared to be here as long as it takes to get their demands. But the problem is, the longer that takes, the less supply we may have on our shelves, which could mean bigger price tags.
No contract, no way. No contract, no way. No contract, no way.
Under the hot Florida sun.
If it takes a year, they're not backing down.
Outside the entrance of Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale,
We got men.
dozens of union workers
We got women.
are joining a multi-state protest,
Older members. We have members who are new to our industry.
demanding for ports to stop using automation,
Automation's taking jobs.
calling for the U.S. Maritime Alliance to pay workers better salaries.
You know, you look at our new hires today. They can't even afford to get an apartment right here in their own city just because of inflation.
According to Port Everglades' website, they're responsible for nearly half of all the refrigerated produce that's imported into Florida, including fruits from South America.
That's going to cause shortages and ultimately price increases.
Stephen Carnevale, associate professor of supply chain management at FAU, says home improvement supplies and car parts could all be impacted.
How long do you feel like it would take for us to see the impact on the shelves?
The most dire impact, I think, would be in the multiple weeks, 3 to 4 weeks.
We reached out to Port Everglades that said the strike will impact containerized cargo. It's petroleum products, aggregate materials, cement, and cruise activities are not affected.
Just as quick as we get a fair contract, going back to
Scary. This shit is getting scary. That means food is going to go up, gas is going to go up, everything is going to go up. The lesser the supply chain. So I just hope you got to think about, just because all of our supply chain is stuck. It's stuck like in the water or something. That means it's gonna cause more crime. All this to me it's a whole bunch of fear mongering, and I'm not trying to create no fear mongering in this channel. So once again, hit the like button, share this video. This is extremely important. And then me and my mom was having a conversation that she want to live off the grid. And to me, and I think about the grid where we don't have to depend on the government, where we don't have to depend on going to our own fruits and vegetables. That's what's all gonna take. So that way we ain't got to depend on the government. How come a lot of YouTubers ain't talking about this strike, this port strike? It's a couple YouTubers there is sitting up there and talking about this, like Lovely T and New Breed. Shout out to them, because this is extremely important. So protect your family. And I just hope that the strike don't last that long. And yeah, just stay prayed up and don't fear nobody but God. So I just want to show y'all another video that is really affecting through the whole entire globe. Okay. Education, recreational purpose.
The Biden administration finally agreed to ban Peter Daszak and EcoHealth Alliance from receiving any more funding.
This has proven an opportunity, though, for some other players in the business. For example, the port strike could be good for the likes of UPS and FedEx and a number of other trucking and freight carriers as they see themselves as things, all of those boxcars by the thousands at ports across the United States goes on because there are a lot of goods in there and they have a strike. You can't get them out of there. So the mad dash to try to do that at ports across the United States. Gene Soroka is with us right now, the Port of Los Angeles Executive Director. Gene, good to have you. I'm sure crazy times for you, so we appreciate your taking the time. What are the odds you think that at midnight these workers go on strike?
Good afternoon, Neil. Good to see you again. I won't dismiss anything, the details of which have been played out. Very few people win when it comes to situations like this. These workers have to get paid. The companies must continue to reinvest in cargo, in which creates jobs from Maine to Texas for this great union and their employers association, mainly by a strong economy and then these other geopolitical issues that have fractionally shifted cargo our way. We've had a clue.
They do strike. The reverberations, I'm told, would be far and wide, and it might mean delays in a lot of gifts and the rest, even for Christmas. Do you see a scenario like that?
Of what's going on, in any way, y'all stay prayed up, stock you some food, grow your own food, grow your own vegetables. It's getting serious out here. So I'll talk to y'all guys soon. Y'all guys have a good and blessed day. I just want y'all to be aware. I'll talk to y'all guys soon. Y'all guys have a great day. Bye.